Hey guys, my name's Janae and I'm a registered nurse and I've been an RN for 3 years, going on 4 years in January. I went to school out of state and got my BSN. I went straight for it. I didn't go to any community college, so I went to a 4-year university and I worked through COVID where I started initially on a med-surg unit that went into a COVID unit and then worked progressive care at a trauma center and then did a year of local trauma nursing. So I like to say I sprinkled and dabbled in a few things, but similar specialties, all under the same umbrella. And now I am in outpatient setting. And these are the 3 things I wish someone told me before I made the transition from bedside to outpatient. Okay, number 1, you're going to miss those 12-hour shifts. I can't scream enough how much I miss it. I've been an outpatient nurse for about 3 months now, and after the first month I was like, oh, I don't understand how people miss it. I don't understand how people miss it. And now I'm at month 3 and I'm like, yeah, I want my 12-hour shifts back. Like, should I go back to the hospital? I have such a healthy work environment that it's not worth me going back to the hospital. I also am making the exact same money that I was making bedside at the last hospital I was at prior to travel nursing. So it doesn't logically make sense other than me just feeling like I need extra days off. Those 4 days off you have are like a tremendous lifesaver. Like, you get to do your doctor's appointments because most doctors aren't open on the weekends. You get to make your business calls because when you're working a 9 to 5 o'clock everything closes. So like, you have to literally take off a day, or if you need, you have to take off a day if you need to go to the doctor's office, or if you need to make a call, because you can't do that during your lunch because you want to use your 30-minute lunch for yourself. Those 3 12-hour shifts I never appreciated until now. I was able to travel without using any PTO. I think I went on like 4 or 5 vacations last year and didn't use any PTO. I had PTO rollover. So yeah, the schedule is a really big, it's a culture shock for me right now. Number 2, I wish someone had told me that when you're in an outpatient setting, you don't really feel like a nurse. You don't really feel like a nurse. And I'm not downplaying anyone who's in an outpatient setting, but I will say, when you're in an outpatient setting, there's no emergency really. There's no call to action. There's less critical thinking. A lot of your role, at least my role, is like secretary. You're triaging phone calls, you're rooming patients, you're assessing patients in a different way that you did not have to do when you were in the hospital. I will say that I feel like if I had to put in an IV right now, after not putting in one for almost 4 or 5 months, because even though I've only been at this job for 3 months, I had took a break in between getting this job and my last contract. But I feel like if someone were to give me an IV and tell me to put an IV in a patient, I would be like, or I feel like if someone were to be like, oh, can you hang this? Or like give me a waist, I would be like, wait, how do I do that again? Like, those like little things. They might not matter to some people, but I feel like they're important. Because you don't have like that sense of, oh, I'm helping. You don't have that anymore. You just, I don't know, life's chill on this side. Yeah, it's chill on this side. Number 3. Oh, so when you're in outpatient nursing, you're usually working with one provider, maybe 2 to 3 max, depending on your specialty. If you're in family medicine, you're most likely patched with one provider. If you're in a specialty, unless you're in infusions, you're literally working directly with your providers. So you, unlike in the hospital where like, you know, you don't really have to get accustomed to everyone's style and like you kind of just do, like you come in and you know what you're doing and there's different doctors you call for this, there's different doctors you call for that, you're dealing with so many people. No, in outpatient setting, you're dealing with one person usually, or a select few people. So you have to do things the way that provider wants you to do them. It's no getting around that. This is how he runs his practice and this is how you're gonna do it. I think that was a little odd for me because I was just so used to just kind of doing things differently or doing things the same, but the way it worked best for me. So completely different dialect. And I really hope that makes sense. Not just what you're saying, but how you're saying it. The communication is just so different. And you'll get used to that, but it will be a little bit strange. You're not talking to the provider in your office like, hi, So I just want to let you know about patient who's 58 who came in with chief complaint No, my provider, the provider that I works with, he knows 90% of his patients. So once you say that name, he knows who you're talking about. Hey doc, you know, Miss Joanne called about, oh yeah, you know, I'll handle that. Like, I don't even have to finish talking. So the communication is a lot different. Overall, I think I made the right decision. I'm only 3 months in, but I don't have a stressful day anymore. I don't get mad when I'm on my way home. I mean, other than the traffic. I don't feel like I'm risking my license every day. I don't feel like I have to tell grown adults to do their job. It's a different ballgame that I really do appreciate. And I'm happy, I am. But I definitely wish I could do like 410s or something. So maybe like do that. Like if you're thinking about leaving the bedside and you really need to, keep your PRN job. Keep your job as a PRN and do 410s, and like when you want to, you can just pick up like that 5th day at the hospital. I wish I kept my staff job, but I kind of just left because I hated it there. But if I had that to do PRN, oh yeah, definitely. You guys updated on this journey. If you're looking to go into an outpatient setting, I really recommend it. Like, other than the 3 things that I just said, there's really nothing to complain about. It's a win-win. And for your mental health, sometimes you just have to take a break, even if it's just for a little while. Like, because who wants to be 70 and 65 working at the bedside? Not I. I'll see y'all later. Bye.